All right, Virgo, welcome to the channel if you're new. Welcome back if you've been here before. I'm just going to explain how I do the readings here real quick for you while I shuffle the deck. So what I do is I do a quick 7-card spread just because I like to try to keep the readings short and sweet. I don't have the patience to be here very long to sit and watch a video, so I don't know about you. But that's just me. Maybe you like them longer, I'm not sure. But this is just going to kind of give you a quick overview on how April's going to be looking, okay? And hopefully this will help guide you and get through whatever problems or conflicts that you may possibly have. And I do save my notes from each reading, so I have notes from the last readings on what I got for you to kind of help us better understand what this one is, just to kind of give you the best reading possible, okay? Spirit, please guide us on what Virgo should be looking for in the month of April, please. Okay. So I'm going to start with our moon card, and that's going to be the card right here. And in the past, you started the year kind of feeling like you were like giving up, okay, Virgo, that you were wasting your time, and then you started to feel better, and then, oh no, not better, I'm sorry. My notes are kind of far away from me here. You were starting to feel bitter, and then a little bit angry, and you need to stop being so hard on yourself. You were starting to feel like kind of like you were a failure. So hopefully this month you're going to be feeling better, okay? So here we have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, and what the 9 of Pentacles is saying that, you might have some empty plans, and it's best to be more realistic right now, okay? So whatever it is that you want to do, just make sure you're being realistic about it, Virgo. And that's not a horrible card to have in that position. So let's see what the rest of your spread says to see if that's any more helpful. But at this point in time, I think as long as you're realistic, you should be good to go, okay? Our next card is our Mercury card, and this is going to be your work, business, matters, school, or anything along that line, okay? And in the past, I said your tolerance and cooperation was needed in order to be successful at work, and that you were like finally on the right path. And then you were starting to feel a little uncertain about work. And it was possible that, maybe you were dealing with someone who wasn't being very trustworthy. So I just, told you to kind of keep your eyes open for that. All right, Virgo, let's see what it says for you for this month. So this month we have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is saying that you have opportunity, okay, and joy. And there is a strong emotional health for you in the workplace, business matters. So things are looking pretty good, Virgo, so far on that standpoint, okay? Our next card is our Venus card here, and that's going to be your relationships card. This could be your significant other, your spouse, your crush, or it could also be a close friend or family member. So just kind of see where it fits in your life, okay? In your past, you were, maybe feeling some tension or some trust issues with your relationships. And there was a possible breakup at the beginning of the year, or maybe lost a friend or a family member of some sort, or had a falling out with somebody. And then after that, you had a new future ahead. You had to walk away from something to start something new. whether that be a specific person or walk away from the past troubles that you've carried with you, okay? And then you were having some disappointment, whether it's you who was disappointed or someone was disappointed in you. And then I kind of asked you if you were being too hard on yourself. We tend to do that. So let's see what it says for you for this month. This month we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. And the Knight of Wands in reverse is suggesting that you might be really impatient, or angry, and they're causing some arguments. There is a possible break or separation from something. That is only if you let your anger and impatience get the best of you. Okay, Virgo? It's my advice for you is tolerance and kindness are needed to avoid the separation. So it's not saying you're definitely going to separate. It's just saying to avoid it, you're going to want to just kind of be mindful and tolerant. I'm not saying put up with a bunch of crap in the nicest way possible, because obviously don't do that, okay, Virgo? But I'm just saying, if you really want your relationships to work, you might just need to be a little bit tolerant and not let your impatience or anger or whatever that you're going through take it out on your loved ones to make them go, I'm all set with you. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. Let's see what else it says to see if that's going to be an issue for you or not. It might just be a small little hiccup here. So our next card is our Sun card, and this is going to be your goals for the month of April. And in your past, your goal was to not be impulsive. And then I had advice for you not to be too lazy or greedy. And you need to let go of your jealous and insecurity. Okay, Virgo, so let's see what it says for you for this month. Okay, so for this month, we have the Hermit. And the Hermit's saying that your goal is to kind of sit back and reflect. That this is going to give you the awareness that you need to move forward. Okay, so maybe there's something going on that's making you be a little cranky this month, I guess is the nice way to say it. But I still think overall everything's going well. I'm really thinking that this goal is going to be a powerful card for you, that some reflection's needed here. But I'm interested to see what this next card is. This is your Mars card. So this is where you're going to have conflicts, challenges, and difficulties. And in the past, your conflict was that you had a man who's being dishonest. And then you really needed to move on from something. And then your challenge was like success felt so far away. Like you really want this thing, Virgo, but it just felt like it was far away that you're never going to get it. But my advice was you really need to just keep working at it. It's coming. It just might feel far away, but if you keep working at it, you'll be closer than you were yesterday. And that it was time to let go of the baggage. So I'm really curious to see what it says for you this month. Okay, so we have the Three of Cups. Okay, so the Three of Cups is saying that you may struggle with celebrating things. Is there something going on that's a celebration, and maybe this is tying down to you being bitter and angry about something, and so you're having a hard time expressing joy and celebrating something. Or you might feel like others just aren't supportive of you. Maybe you're trying to do something new and you just don't feel like the people that you love and care about are supporting you. That might be why you're bitter and angry. You're like, hey, this is important to me. Why aren't you supporting me? So Virgo, I'm kind of thinking it's more along that line. But obviously if something's being celebrated and you're going through all this, you might be along the line of why say I should be supportive of you in your celebration if you're not supporting me. Something that we all may think of from time to time, but that's just kind of the vibe I'm getting now that I'm seeing these cards together. But let's see what our next card is, and that's going to be your Jupiter card, and that's where you're going to grow and develop this month. And in your past, by learning to get the facts before judging others, You will learn and grow. And then you were having a secure life. Like, you know, you might have been traveling by foot and you were working towards that stable and secure life, and to share your feeling with others as it will be beneficial. So let's see what it says for you for this month. Okay, so we have the World. And the World is suggesting that you might finally feel like you can move on from something. Something happened where you were kind of stuck in all of that, and you finally feel like you are ready, Virgo, to move on. You may get more sense of identity, and then you're going to kind of feel like, you know, out with the old, in with the new. Out with the old me, in with the new me. Something's happening here that you're definitely going to learn and grow from. The World is a really good card to have in this position. Good things are coming your way. Yeah, and the letting go of the baggage, you know, as said before, is going to be really, really helpful for you. Our last card is our Saturn card, and this is where you're going to need restraint and control. And in the past, you had some issues with feeling like you were at like a standstill, and not to make any decisions with money was my recommendation for you at that time. And then it was hard work is needed, but the plans will follow through if the hard work was done. So you had some hard work. And then you had a healing card, need to keep moving forward, even though if you were still experiencing. So I feel like, yeah, there was some things going on. Maybe that's why you're feeling bitter and angry towards some people in your life. But you're finally going to be able to move on from that. So I really feel like there's good things coming for you here, Virgo. Let's see what it says for you for this month, though. Okay, so here we have the Star in reverse. And the Star is saying that you might feel a little discouraged. And my advice for you on that is you're going to really need to trust the inner voice and believe in luck to be lucky. Sounds like by looking at the past notes and everything, which is why I do that, is because it kind of gives me a better feeling for what is being said instead of just looking at these cards blindly. Is it looks like you've been having kind of a rough year so far, Virgo, but I really feel like the month of April, things are going to be kind of turning around for you. Because, yeah, there is opportunity there. You know, just be realistic. You need to reflect. You know, you need to sit back and reflect on what you want. You know, you're feeling bitter and angry in your relationships. Maybe somebody's really aggravating you, but maybe that's why, because you don't feel like they're supporting you in your journey here. But you're ready to move on, which is great. Okay, Virgo, there's nothing much more for me to say on that. But just like the Star says, just trust the inner voice and believe in luck to be lucky. And I really feel like things are going your way. So I really hope that that's helpful, Virgo. I do daily readings, and then I also do some fun readings on the side that might also help kind of guide you through. So keep an eye out for those. And if not, I'll see you next month.